1, 2, 3, 4.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to this week's Mudblood podcast with myself, William Thompson, and my gorgeous co-host, Patrick McDonald. How are you, Patrick?
Hi.
You all good?
I'm all good.
Tired, wee man?
Nope.
You had a busy week?
Busy. It was in the Empire. So,
Yeah. How'd it go?
yeah, it was great. Really, really good.
Did you meet Fabu D? I saw he was
Fabu D was in
saw he
the
was in
town
the
and I
car.
seen him was out having something to eat. And I bounced out of the car outside the city hall. And I hope somebody got it because there's people recording. But I bounced out and I went, what the fuck? I mean, you're calling yourself the Irish Paddy, the only Irish Paddy. I mean, I'm the fucking Irish Paddy. And he went, like literally fucking froze in his boots. And I put my arm around him and he went, oh, you're the comedian guy. And I went down and he went, oh, fuck, I shit myself.
And see, to be fair, if I know you and if you bounced out of a taxi shouting at me, I'd shit myself.
So
It's fucking terrifying.
it was funny. And then he came to the show. And
Was
stuff,
he on?
so- No.
No. Johnny Condon?
Johnny Condon.
Good.
Unreal.
I fucking meant to get down. I was too busy.
Fucking real. And I mean that like
No, I know.
he's genuinely one of my favourite acts.
Because you always sing his praises. I think the
It's
same.
like fucking hell. Like
But next time he's on-
so good. Like
We could get him on here.
yeah.
The next time he's up.
Yeah. I actually asked him and he couldn't because he had to go back. But
Aye.
next time
I
I promised him I'd go drinking with him and I've let him down twice now.
Oh, Sarah, why'd you not go? Well, you don't really go out drinking. You have kids and you have shit to do. Even I don't go out drinking now.
During the week, like it's fucking
Yeah, I get you. I know. See, when I was younger, I was like, can't believe no one just stays for a drink after a gig. See, now I do have shit that like so much shit on during the week. I'm like,
shake it all about.
it's not worth it. Like,
Yeah. And I'm a student now as well.
you know, student, you gotta get a wee free boojum.
I got my first discount. Not that it benefited me directly. Well, it did. I'm a liar. Padraig was 16, so he wanted a pair of Air Max, and I was like, I'm a student. And the wee girl was like, really? I'll give you it anyway. And I was like, no, I am a student. And I showed her, and she was like, oh, very good.
What is it you're a student of again?
I'm doing a certificate in teaching.
Very good, very good. You'd be a fucking terrifying teacher. A good teacher, but a scary one. One
Oh,
people would.
don't fuck with me.
Like, I get the feeling that they'd have a rake with you,
Oh,
and then someone goes too far, and you're like, fuck up.
Like,
Yeah.
No,
That's what I get. Do you ever have? You remember those teachers well? Do you know what I mean a techer who could have a laugh?
Yeah.
but they had control.
My favourite teacher in school was a guy called Mr. Scannell. And he was strict, but he was sound as fuck.
Yeah, I don't mind strictness if there's a degree of
Yeah.
soundness to it.
No, he looked out for you. Do you know what I mean?
Was there ever a time he fucking just
Oh,
blew?
Oh, fuck, I remember my mate paced into a bottle and fucked it across the room.
What the
Right?
fuck?
No, like one of the wee Veilus ones. And I was laughing like fuck. And he hit somebody across the room, and the guy he hit was like proper fucking, spoke with a funny accent and all. Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
And even though he was from Twinbrook, he was posh. Do you know what?
Oh, that poor man.
Yes. No, like being from Dundallen and being posh. No,
The way me
yes,
essentially. So he
yes,
hit
yes.
me.
He hit the version of you in school, and he was like, "Sir." And the guy that was called Skippy.
Right.
You know why he was called Skippy?
Why was he called Skip?
Because his dad, they moved to Australia when he was a baby or something,
Right.
so he got called Skippy.
For the kangaroos, Skip.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
All right,
right.
Skippy.
Right. Yes. I know who
So-
Skippy is now.
And Skippy paced in the bottle and fucked it across the thing. So Skinnell was like, "What's in the bottle?" And he was like, "It's just juice." And he says, "What's in the bottle, Paddy?" And I went, "If he says it's juice, it's juice." He says, "It doesn't look like juice. It doesn't feel cold like juice. It feels very warm." And he was like, "Paddy, do you want to run across her to the science labs and get a bit of the paper? What was it called?
Litmus?
Litness.
Litmus.
Litmus?
The science ones where it tells you what a
Yeah,
fluid is."
the pHs of it.
And
is.
I was like, right, okay. And he made me go across and he dipped it in. Here it was. That means it's peach. Skippy's like, oh, it's peach.
He could have been talking shit and he doesn't have a clue what it means.
I thought he was gonna make one of you drinking.
No,
That's where I thought it was going.
But it was that time there. He was a bit. But I there was a fifth year beat the bollocks out of me when I was in first year.
Right.
He found out about it and went fucking nuts, like fucking dealt with your man, like fucking. And when I say dealt with him,
Did
not
he
that
kick
he
his
was-
fucking?
Yeah. But you know, it wasn't
Now,
even,
teachers could do that when
the
you were in
back-
school.
Fuck, they beat the bollocks out of you. And the thing about it was, my ma told him to.
Really? Told him to
That's
hit
the
him?
scary thing. Like,
Your
my
ma's
ma
putting
would-
out hits?
My ma would go into school and go, listen, he actually can't hit him a slap.
Fuck.
Teachers were like, really? And it's like, yeah. He gets fucking slapped in the house, slapped him in here. I was like, fuck's sake.
That is so insane to me that a teacher... I would have had my fuck knocked in school.
We had a teacher, he was an evil bastard, right?
Aye.
So see if we were fucking about. So he'd make us two stand on chairs, and he'd make me grab your locks, and he'd make you grab my locks. And then, so
like
we
it.
would try and let on, right? So you grab my locks,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So you grab my locks with your two hands.
Two hands,
right?
I got
Two
it.
locks. And he would go, right, pull. And we would let on, we're pulling, right? And he'd go, pull. And then you wouldn't pull, so then he'd kick a chair away from the other one. And he would make him hold, so the next minute you get fucking pulled. So the harder I pull yours, the harder you're going to pull mine.
Yeah.
And then the two of us, and then he ended up scrapping. He's an evil fucker.
Fuck, man. That's some fucking psychological torture, though.
Sadistic.
Even you doing that lightly, I'm sitting there like, stop it, that's sore as
You can
fuck.
imagine two teenagers then.
Aye, especially if one of them, like, who gets the chair kicked away is a bit of a fat bastard too.
Yeah.
That's really sore. Oh, that's horrendous.
So he done that. Like.
We never... No, it was, I suppose you didn't get hit in school either. You're the same fucking
Our
generation of
primary
me.
school teacher was... Our headmaster was called Leland, and he had the leather thing behind the door.
Yeah.
You went in. I remember 5 people used to get brought in at a time, and your hand was put out like that. He just fucking there and beating everybody with a fucking leather strap. Like, he had a leather strap
What a
on the
kinky
back of his door.
bastard.
I know. No handcuffs, and I'm like, go ahead.
That's
Why the hand? Why is it always
Oh,
the hand?
sorry, I forgot my homework again. You've got the wee nipple clamps on. Go ahead, sir.
His name was Tommy Rambo.
Come on, we're close in that. Tommy Rambo?
Tommy Rambo. His nickname.
Because he was a fucking
I
psycho.
don't know why he was called Tommy Rambo.
Because he drew first blood.
I can only guess he's called
you.
Tommy Rambo because he played handball, and somebody probably seen him with a red headband on playing handball or something, and he had curly hair. That's the only thing I
Aye.
can put it down to, because I don't know. If anybody knows why he was called Tommy Rambo, Mr. Lalonde, can let me
Someone
know.
will know. Someone will know.
Fucking hilarious.
I don't. The only time I remember seeing a teacher who wasn't a psycho, was very chill, flip, was it was non-uniform day, and someone I knew in my class came in with a shirt that said GILF on it. GILF.
Right?
So granny, I'd like to fuck.
Yes.
And he came in, he put the hoodie on. Or no, he put a wee jacket on. And then when the teacher came into the room, he was like, you know that when you're young and you're like, it's okay to laugh, you're like looking about, does that, pulls the zip down and slowly just opens it. Thinking the teacher, he's an old guy, won't know what this means. The teacher just goes, what's that shirt mean, Scott? And he's like, oh, it's just a random amalgamation of and he just went, what does the fucking shirt mean? Screaming at him, just grabs him, throws him out of the fucking room. That's the closest I've seen to that.
Yeah.
Because he lost his fucking mind over a guy wearing a GILF shirt. Well, isn't that funny? GILF. Granny, I'd like to fuck.
Maybe there was granny he liked to fuck and he was frustrated.
I think he just wasn't counting on like a 70-year-old teacher
knowing what
knowing what a GILF
Maybe he
was.
didn't. Maybe he thought it was a paramilitary group. I'm
Gilfs.
part of the Gulf.
Yeah, the GILFs say
East
no Irish
Belfast
seaboarder.
Gulf fucking wheelie bin supporting crew. Whatever.
Watching you lose faith in that halfway through it is amazing. Halfway supporter, the fuck, I don't care. Did you ever do that on stage?
Burnsy called me out.
I saw this. I saw
Did you
this.
see it?
I've seen a couple of these. Is he in a salon?
He's in
I saw
like
the
a
one in the
like a beauty parlor. He's in a beauty parlor, right? And
Why is it? Is he doing the door?
No. And did he say so?
Let's go. Polly, I'll keep kissing Rubber-Nosed McDonald. I'm gonna smash you up at the SSC Arena.
Holy shit, you're doing the SSE?
Apparently, listen, Wembley was booked that weekend or something. I don't know. So I done a return one.
Conor Burns, rubber nose, big head, standing in a blush beauty parlour getting your eyebrows done on a Saturday, calling me out. I call you out. See you there in the ring.
So he sent me a message after saying, "Here, you turned into him."
I noticed that. You see, when you went blush beauty part, I thought you were taking the piss out of him.
That's what everybody says. Are you taking a piss out? But I was like, no, it just actually fucking went down to his level.
Yeah, you're slowly rubbing off on you. Is he not doing security for King Charles that weekend?
Oh, fuck, the King George thing's so fucking funny.
Man, I have so many people I've told that story to. It gets to me every time.
He sent me this, right? He rang me the other day and he says, are you watching that funeral? And I says, no, Burns. And he says, get the TV turned on now and watch that. And I was like, Burnsy, see where I live.
Why have you got about 4,000 messages to each other? You two text like fuck.
He literally tortures me, right? So, so this is the message he sent me on Monday.
Can I read it out?
Yes.
Can I say a big thank you to everyone out in Belfast and out in public, to everyone right across the world for paying all your respects to the Queen Elizabeth II all week and at her funeral today at Westminster Abbey. And can I say a big thank you to everyone for attending? Can I also say thank you to everyone who down at Belfast City Hall watching the funeral on the big screens now. I'm losing where I am.
And
big screens now, and to everyone across the world and over in London and all your homes from the famous Conor Burns. Many thanks for visiting Queen Elizabeth II at her lay in state. And can I also say a big thank you to everyone for flying from Belfast for the Queen Elizabeth II funeral today. And you people are also lovely. Many thanks again. I'm only halfway through this. And all you people...
Do you want me to read on?
Yeah, can you... I'm out of fucking breath. It's like an M&M.
So lovely, many thanks again, and I can say a big thank you to the guards for taking care of Queen Elizabeth II funeral today, and can I say a big thank you for looking after King Charles III and to his family, wider family circle, and to his son's grandchildren, and to their wives, and to Queen Camilla. And my deepest sympathy are with all those at difficult time, and I am thinking of you all, and I want everyone to stay strong and keep your heads held high, and I don't want anyone crying over their eyes out once again today. I mean it. And can I ask everyone to light a candle for the beautiful Queen Elizabeth II and ST all your homes now and it before you all head off to your beds tonight. And can I say a big thank you to the Navy for attending Queen Elizabeth II today, and yous all mean the world to her. Many thanks for listening and for taking my time out.
My favourite part of that is when he goes, no more crying, I mean it. Like,
more
someone's
crying,
going to
I
be
mean
crying, he's going to
Like, I
kick
mean
their
it.
fucking, like.
So he rang me and he says, did you read my message? And I says, I did. And he says, put it up.
Where do you want you to put it up?
I says, Conor, what do you want me to put up in the social? Yes. Can you put up the socials with the photograph of me? And I went, no. And he was like, right, okay.
I love
And
it.
then-
You didn't even elaborate. You literally just said no.
No. Yeah, that's what you have to do with Conor. And then he said, right, okay, mate. And then he sent it again. And this time it was about Michelle O'Neill.
Okay.
And it's,
That's even longer than the fucking first one.
can't
Do
read
not
it.
read that out.
But it was sort of, the gist of it is, I want to say thank you, and a massive thank you to Michelle O'Neill, Alex Mosky, Naomi Long, and to Joe Biden and his wife for paying their respects. Right?
That caught me off guard.
And it
Yep.
was all like, I want to say a big thank you to everyone from Australia, New York, New Zealand, Spain, England, Portugal, and Carnlough. And and then he says, I want to say
All the big ones.
a big thank you once again for all your support, and the people in Manchester for paying their respects, and everyone from London for paying their respects, and laying flowers and wreaths, right? They're all up there with the beautiful angels, Saint Nate, and God bless, sleep tight, and Charles III and his sons Harry and William, Kate, Meghan, and their kids. Well, today they're all thinking of you from today's proceedings. I want to say a thank you to the Royal Navy for pushing gun carriage, and to guards in red and black trousers. You mustn't know who they are. So
I'm surprised he wasn't asked to do it. Mate, I love it. You've read all that, and that's about a third of that message down. That is ridiculous. I see he sent one straight after that as well. Was it the
says-
same message?
So it finishes off and it goes to Queen Elizabeth II and for lighting all your candles, as well as from famous Conor Burns from Belfast. And I want to say a big thank you to everyone from Northern Ireland who flied to London for Queen Elizabeth II's funeral today. Many thanks again, everyone. Full stop.
Good mom, Burnsy. Good mom.
And then he sends
Oh,
a
fuck
message,
me.
and it says, morning mate, blah, blah, blah. And I didn't answer. So he rang me and he was like, who's where with you? Now, there was a girl with me from work. She's not called Deirdre, right? But for the purposes, she knew it was Conor Burns. She changed her name to Deirdre. And he says, I
Smart.
can hear a girl's voice. Can I talk to her? And I put her on. So then I proceeded to get messages after, give Deirdre my new number, please, and get her to text me. Right? That was at 10:10, 23 minutes. It's Deirdre there with you. Did you give her my new number? And I need her to text me. And then at 10:34, why is Deirdre not texting me, mate? And I'm waiting patiently on her, right? And I says, I'm away from her, mate. Did you give her my number? Here, did you put metal in your gloves?
Right.
So this is the controversy.
Did he actually?
He put metal in his gloves when he fought Frankie,
Fuck off.
right? So I says, did you put metal in your gloves? I didn't believe it. He says, yes, I did, mate.
And then straight after, have you
Have you
Deirdre's
Deirdre's
number?
I need to text her quick. Then a missed call from him. And I says, I haven't got her number. How am I going to get it? I says, I don't know, mate. I don't know her that well. Where did you see her? In Conway Mill, the cafe. What were you doing in there, fella? I have a class of school kids and getting food. All right, mate. Who gave you the metal to put in your gloves? We'll not say who gave it, right?
Right.
I was like, fuck's sake, Burnsy, that's dangerous. Don't be putting metal in your gloves when you fit me. I will not. Trust me.
Is that who actually gave him the metal to put in his gloves?
That's what he said.
That's mental.
It's fucking
It's metal?
Crazy.
What was it? What did he have?
I don't know. I didn't believe it when I got told it, and then I was like, and Big Frankie was like, I know it was Burnsy, like, but fuck me.
Was he coming out being like, "Cunt has something on him"?
No.
Oh, he was annoyed. He was being like,
Like, it could have hurt him, like.
"Aye."
So.
Jesus Christ, he's gonna wear something when he's fighting you, mate.
Do you think so?
I think he did.
It's bare knuckle. He can't.
You're not bare knuckle fighting Conor Burns, are you?
Yeah.
Fucking hell, pal. I thought there was gonna be like big gloves or something.
What do you want us to wear? 2 big sumo
They're two
outfits?
sumo suits, yeah.
Bounce
Make sure
off
no
each
one
other.
gets hurt.
No, I ain't going for the kill. Like, I'm taking the belt. What's that film Johnny Knoxville's in?
The Ringer.
The Ringer. I'm going to be the Ringer.
That's a fucking.
My CD.
That's a
No,
fucking.
scratch my CD. That's so funny.
When the fuck did we get ice cream? That's a fucking great movie.
Unreal. Unreal.
People go like, "Oh, it would never get made today."
Yes, it would.
Because the point of the movie.
Is the highlight.
Yeah, it's one of the few movies does it well. Fucking
I put up a
brilliant movie.
joke. I put up a joke. Right? Which I didn't even write properly when I fucking read it back the next day because I done it that late. But it was like, it's as well Queen Elizabeth wasn't buried during COVID because Stephen Nolan would still be watching.
Yeah.
I had death threats.
Really?
What
You
part
got my
of that-
messages?
What part of that is disrespectful?
I got hit messages for one I put up and I deleted it after 10 minutes.
What did you put up?
Again, not even bad. I went, it's not even funny. I went, Queen Elizabeth's last TV appearance was with Paddington Bear. No joke here, that'll probably just be a pub quiz question. And people are fucking fuming about it.
What
and I'm
to
like,
say?
they're like, you're a dickhead.
You dare mention
don't
Paddington
mention
Bear. The
No,
Mudblood
you-
curse. Paddington Bear's going to die now.
Oh, mate, see if something happens to Paddington Bear, I'll be
Do you
gutted.
see, the Simpsons are good at predicting things.
See, people say this, but a lot of the examples they've used have been like The Simpsons in future episodes referencing something, and then people take that and go, "But see, they said it," and you're like, "Yeah, but they said it like 10 years after." Have you ever seen the clip of
no.
Donald Trump?
But there's also
There is the ones they've done before, but
I'm-
there's the one where Trump's coming down the stairs, and people are like, "Say," and the exact thing happened in real life, and someone's like, "Oh, look, The Simpsons predicted that," and you're like, "No, that was drawn after the Trump
wasn't.
press conference." The Trump one, it was.
It wasn't.
It was. It was
wasn't.
done
Yeah, see
after that
loads of the
episode.
Stuff, like somebody explained it well before. We're like, there's like 800 episodes of The Simpsons.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
they're gonna get some
They're
stuff.
going to get something right.
Well, they've predicted
You know what
that the nuclear attack's going to happen on the 24th of September, 2022.
Tomorrow? Oh no, Saturday.
Saturday.
Well, this'll tomorrow from when this is out.
I'm in Aberdeen.
Is
What a
there
place to
point of-
die, sir.
That's where the nuclear fucking subs are.
Mate, I'm in London.
I couldn't
point of
have.
us putting a
I
Patreon
couldn't have been.
episode
I couldn't have been in a worse place.
You couldn't.
It's literally right at it. Like, I'm like, okay, I'm fucked.
Yeah, I'm in London. I love how you're still like, I'll do the show though.
We can't
Not
let
a-
anybody do it. Nukes or no nukes, like, I'd just be standing
You
there.
could get hit the
nu-
nuclear strike.
The nuke would come off, and then people would be going, nothing's wrong with him. And they'd just be like, he's from Belfast, mate. He went through the trouble.
You'd get the nuclear strike, like die in it, and someone still message me being like, "Why is there no episode out this week?"
Why
mate?"
is Paddy, why is Paddy not make stuff before he died?
I know Paddy got fucking incinerated in a nuclear bomb, but I'm paying for the Patreon here, bro. Fuck's
Pound
sake.
a week? Yeah. A month?
So every time we weren't in the country and we were getting fucking hammered, being like, "Why is there no episode?" And I'm like, "Because we told you, we are literally in 2 different countries." And they're like, "Not good enough." What the fuck do you want us to do? Bless them.
Dude, Zoom fucking meetings now.
Oh, do you remember that era of Zoom podcast? That's scared. You've scared me now because I'm in London, and if anywhere gets hit, it's got to be fucking London.
You're in London this weekend?
I am in London this weekend, warming up for Shane in the Leicester Square.
Very good.
I'm excited. I have a good wee run of gigs coming up. No? Why do you hiccup like a puppy?
I don't know. It fucking flew out of me.
That's adorable.
Um,
And what's that, your UK tour you're in Aberdeen for?
no, that's me. I have a UK tour date in Aberdeen in November, but it hasn't sold any tickets.
None? Zero?
0. I've never had that before.
It's welcome to my fucking tour.
So I'm a bit fucking. Well, at least say one. There's bound to be one Irish person
No.
there. So I'm going over to play the clubs.
Get your name out a
Get
bit.
the name out a bit, and then they'll be like, "Oh, when's the next time out?" Ah, funny enough, I'm here on the 19th, I think it is.
Yeah.
November. So that's why I'm going over.
Have you done hot water yet?
Yes,
What's it like?
it's pretty good. There's a couple of different rooms in it.
I'm
And
doing.
they've now opened up a new venue outside of town,
I've seen that
which is fucking huge,
because I'm over and going to do. I think I'm doing it with Kieran,
right?
and I just want to see.
Kieran.
I want to find out who books it and just be like, can I come back, please?
I know who books it. I can
But
tell
they-
you offline.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't. I know who he is,
Yes.
but I don't know him.
He won't. As long as you're a comedian and you're messaging about that, like, it'll be
Oh really? That's right. Because no way. Sometimes like some people like require you to be there in person, get down, fucking say hello before they book you. Not like that. No.
I was gigging for them whenever it was the Crown Hotel in Liverpool beside the bus station.
I thought you've known like Paul Smith and all for fucking years and
Adam
years,
Rowe.
and Adam, yeah. Because I've only met Adam once. Lovely to me,
Yeah.
lovely fella.
But that was like years ago, and then I didn't gig with them for years, so they probably didn't even fucking remember me. To be
Yeah.
honest, you know that way.
That's comedies like that though. Like even when people I remember when I started who were only like fucking about and not big.
And I gigged with Don Biswas, which is he's an Indian. think.
I know who Don Bez was.
Yeah,
Is, yeah.
so, and he's also got a disability, hasn't
He's not too much older than me because I gigged with him.
Yeah.
He did the Rosie Jones thing with me.
he? Yes, Don.
He
So,
has-
I done hot water with him, and me and him still being friends from it.
Yeah. He was. I got on very very well
Really
with him.
nice fella.
Most people I did that Rosie Jones with, and they're already like fairly big. There was a guy Josh Pugh had a really good fucking Edinburgh run. He's doing Mock of the Week this week, and he's fucking really really funny.
Yeah,
Lovely fella.
very good. It's good when they're nice, isn't it?
It's honestly it's rare
Yeah.
that someone is like. I'll take someone being maybe they're not sociable or they're a wee
We were
bit
talking
shy.
about that, like people being cunts, and there was a few I was told last night. I was shocked about. I was like, whoa, wasn't expecting that.
Like people in our scene or
The comedy scene,
not here.
the bigger comedy scene.
Oh, across the UK.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I was told about it, and I was just like, and then I can think of one or two people who I think, even if they did get bigger, they're cunts now. Well, they're going to be like then.
Me.
You're one of them.
I am definitely one.
And other people. But I had a good conversation last night with Mickey and Johnny. We sat and had a good conversation, like
What
good
about-
chinwag.
Oh, just talking
But the
shit.
comedy
or-
scene and stuff
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that there. But Mickey's had some fucking bad fucking deals on him, like too.
What do you mean?
Mickey B.
Oh, I mean in terms of dinner, who you meant, Mickey?
Like work that he done and stuff like that. It was shit work. Like tough work.
Yeah.
And people fucking him about
He's
it and
told
stuff.
me about this as well too. Yes.
It's fucking shocking. Like
Yeah,
I
it's-
never knew all that.
I
you know what
have
mean?
the benefit. I think my generation of comics do of like you guys went in, there was no industry, so
Yeah.
you're very much flying blind into shit.
Yeah.
Whereas now, like anytime I get asked to do anything, like I'll message you and I'll message Shane, and they'll be like, "Is this worth
Aye.
what
yeah,
I'm being
dude.
asked?" And you always will tell me, "Do it if you want, but that's money shit," or
Yeah.
"Take that money and fucking run." Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's one thing I take for like private. That's advice I take from you for like private
Yeah.
bookings. Everyone kind of does it. If you don't want to do it, you just ask for an insane amount of money, and then you'll do it for that money. Like
It takes the sting out of it.
because you're going, this is a month's wage I'm doing, and you're down on your fucking hole.
Nah, not me.
You've had them too. He's an arrogant fucker. He's had them.
I've had one real bad corporate, and the rest of them's been dead on. Like.
I did a few corporates with you back in the day. They were fucking rough enough. Like
Which ones?
I can't remember exactly where they were, but I just remember us being in the car after being like, "Oh Jesus." And you're like, "That's comedy, wee mom," on your phone driving. But you're good. Even like if it's a rough one, you salvage it to the point they can't be unhappy because it's still got laughs. But
Yeah.
you're still coming off being like, "That was work."
Yeah,
That's a
you
lot
have
of
to put work in to try and make it work. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
As I learned a lot doing corporates with you and Shane
Mm-hmm.
because I've done that many. You just learn it's like if the actual stand up's not going well, you end up like building wee conversations with different people and you workshop that
I
a
think
bit.
probably the worst one just came into my head there, and I forgot I done it. Was like a pensioners group. A pensioners group.
Right.
Who the fuck booked
I was about
me for a pensioners group?
Was this when you were big or weren't?
I was driving a black taxi.
Right.
So when somebody went, here, we'll give you
Feeling that a wee bit more. Sorry. Oh,
We'll,
sorry,
we'll give you 60 quid there. would you come up and speak to all these? And I was like, gig, yep.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
You gigged fucking anywhere.
I
If someone
did,
had a
yeah.
tent outside their house, you were there, like.
2 fellas with 2 tins of beer one night.
Let me move that mic stand,
I
folks.
did do a gig in Puglas, 2 fellas with 2 tins of beer.
How? That's so weird. How
They were meant to have a party and everybody left. They were running out of drink and they were standing at the front garden and they were like, no, they're all coming back now. And I was like, mate, literally, I said I'm coming in to do this at this time. I can't. I had to be somewhere else. And I literally done it in the front garden with 2 fellas with 2 tins of beer.
How'd it go?
And they loved it. But the girl whose birthday and all it was, she was away to the off license with the rest of them. And I don't know where they were. They were away to get beer. But as I was in the car driving out, I seen the taxis driving in. And I got a big message on the Facebook and all, you bastard, you were paid. And I went, I was there on time. If I was a kissogram or a fucking thing, I have
stripper,
another
like.
place to go. You know, you book a time.
That's what the time's for. Yeah, you're not.
You
You're
shouldn't
not
have
the
left. You left. And she's like, you're a bastard, no. And I could just hear the 2 fellas in the back going, no, honestly, he was fucking brilliant.
It was brilliant. I just missed it. Like,
It's like in the garden in Puglas.
I love. Remember we did the stag do a year or 2 ago.
Up and down skill.
That was brilliant.
It's mental.
It was very, very mental. They got you to hold the big fucking flag in it. And there's one guy.
I came in with a Celtic top on and they had their Rangers tops on.
And there was one guy hated me. Like the rest of them loved us, and one guy hated me. So I just kept.
He
suffering.
actually sent me a message, says he didn't hate you. He was
really?
he was just wiped out.
Oh right.
Do you remember we were looking at him going, he's hating this? He was
Because me and you were like,
com-
he's having an awful
he's
time.
completely wiped out. Because he sent me a message to say you spoke about that in the podcast. I was wiped out, and the next morning I woke up. He says I went into them and said, "Man, I dreamt Paddy McDonald and Willie Thompson was here, and they were." And he was like, "No, they weren't. They weren't." He says, "In the pool room," and he was like, "Was that real?" And they were like, "Yeah." And he says, "I was tripping balls."
Because he had a weird
He was
look on
just
his face,
sitting-
and I was
he was
like,
just-
the whole
he was
time he
sitting-
was like, and I was like, "The fuck's your problem, mate?"
He was
And he
tripping-
wouldn't speak.
He was tripping balls.
It makes
He
so
was
much
wiped out.
Yeah, because I was initially going like, "Fuck, is that dude annoying?" Because everyone else was killing themselves.
No,
laughing,
he was
like,
just
a great
sitting with a
tune.
big face. He was completely wiped out. He didn't think that was happening. He thought he was tripping in the pool room. He didn't think that we were actually there. He was like, I'm seeing Paddy McDonald and Willie Thompson in here. So he was freaked out.
That's because he was fucking gone. Like he didn't
Wait.
speak. Because I remember going like, "Where are you from, mate?" And he's like, "No." It's like, all right, fuck. All right, mate. That was really fun.
Imagine
That.
us being your bad trip.
I know. I dreamt Paddy and Willie were there. Yeah, fully did an hour in front of you. That's a testament. We can do stand up to wiped out people. That is a real testament.
Yeah.
Because that's hard. That's hard to
fuck
do.
off, definitely. They were wiped out, but you could tell they were having a good party that time.
100%. I was one of those ones that were like, you just can stay. I'm like, but if they get home, then I'm like,
I was actually
I'm out.
walking past a hotel in Belfast and one of them was doing the door on it.
Serious?
And he was like, "Here, Paddy." And I was like, "Well, what's happening?" But because it was a door person, I didn't know if it was somebody I worked with before. And he was like, No, I was, do you remember? I was like, fuck, that's right. That was in the arsehole of nowhere
Yeah, fucking hell.
during COVID.
I love how, like, it's always doorman stop me as well. Doorman fucking seem to enjoy
from
our show.
going into nightclubs.
I'm allowed in. They welcome me. Are you trying to throw it up on the roof?
Much.
$5 is what you will pay me if you get that up. So you have to let me finish.
Give me a $5. You owe me a $5.
I do owe you $5.
I used to see every Thursday we get paid.
This is your brother's studio and you're just fucking
See-
chewing gum. Look at his face fucking ripping. It's up on the light. See if you look at that light along
The
it.
heat will kill it. It'll drip down in a big string.
Oh, that's really good for the studio. Melting chewing gum.
See, we used to get our paid on a Thursday by the YTP when we were in college. And we all used to go and get a McDonald's because you got your fucking 35 quid or something.
Aye. Is that like EMA?
And every week I would take 2 gherkins out of a fucking Big Mac and fuck them on the ceiling. Right? And it got to a stage where there was like 150 gherkins on the fucking ceiling in McDonald's. And they were fucking setting cameras up to catch who was doing it. The whole ceiling was like a gherkin ceiling.
Did you ever get caught?
No. But I used to take them out and fuck them on the ceiling. And it used to be like a skill. So everybody used to try it with theirs. And then, you know, they were like, how the fuck do you do that? Every time.
You were. I should have known better. You were very confident.
Here it comes.
That's stinking. Oh, did you see that, Sean? That's fucking rotten. It just melted from the ceiling. He caught it again.
I should have put my mouth underneath it. I can't.
Oh.
Should have caught it. I did. See the other week.
Stop rolling it.
The other week I was doing a gig and I spat and she come in the girl in the front row. And she capped it.
You're like, fucking Gambit, stop doing this. I've noticed I keep doing this thing by mistake. It's just the way my jaw is. I'll spit when I talk, but whenever I'm doing a really loud bit, I've started spitting on people in the front row and I just keep going, I'm really sorry. I'm not sorry enough, but I'm
I
sorry
don't
for
even
that.
mention it. I know they're sitting there going, he just spat on me.
Yeah.
I get very self-conscious about that.
I
And
can't
see
help
at the
it.
end of the night when you realise, when you haven't even been thinking about it, but then you go, oh shit.
I remember one time I was this brutal. I was on a date with a girl, right? And we're sitting in some restaurant. I don't know how I did this. I like opened my mouth to say something and spit from the back of my throat.
Like a wee line.
Like a line, you get like a bath toy and you squeeze
lift
it.
your tongue.
Uh-huh.
The hole's there.
Right.
So I went to school with a guy, God
It
rest him,
went
he's not
all
here.
over.
And
Oh.
he could, like, whenever he wanted, and a line of saliva would fly out. Like he could squirt it like a hose.
Oh, Jesus. I did that exact
Well,
thing.
see under your tongue. That's the wee hole. And you can actually, I've never been able to do it, but he used to be able to go.
And
like a line, like a fucking snake spitting on you.
I don't know why I'm trying, because if I succeed, I'm just fucking squirting all over this table. But
like you find that disgusting. Well, later on that night you'd have been licking her shit pit.
no. If she'd done
do you know what I mean?
If she'd done it to me, I'm fine with it. I'll request that.
Request what? The shit pit or the fucking
Wee bit of
spit?
spit on me. Call me a name and spit on me, sir. Yeah, she didn't get a second date with that one.
No, you didn't.
Fucking yeah, because there's spot all over mid
Was
conversation.
she fiending?
No,
That's why you didn't get a second
that's why I
date.
spat on her.
Why have you not got a good name, you bitch?
Your name's not Grania. Get out of my fucking face. That Irish names clip went fucking mad on TikTok. As
Yeah.
well. The amount of people under it being like, "See, fucking why does he not know how to speak Irish?" And all. I'm like, Jesus, relax.
No, it's Shasu.
Fuck you.
Jesus in Irish is Shasu.
Is it
Aye.
Sasu Christ?
Shasu.
What's Christ?
What?
What's Christ?
Easter Christ.
Sasu Easter Christ.
No, Easter Christ is Jesus Christ.
Easter Christ.
Shasu's his daddy.
Joseph.
Yes. Well, it's not his real daddy, but he's
is
on daddy on earth.
And we join her.
And he's Shasu. And then Jesus is Easter Christ.
Easter Christ. That's better than Jesus Christ.
Easter Christ.
Easter Christ.
It sounds,
the amount of
it
people
sounds like a
genuinely-
rapper from Dublin, doesn't it?
It really does. I'm surprised there isn't one.
Yeah.
But the amount of people cracking up, being like, how does he not know fucking Irish now? I'm like, gee, I'm sorry. It's not a thing for me.
Madu.
Mad dude, Johnny Adair.
You're not far off. Madu's dog.
So his name is actually Mad dude, Johnny Adair.
Yeah.
In Irish. That works both. That's cross community
It is,
paramilitary
isn't
name
it?
right there. What have you been up to this week, by the way? I meant to ask you.
Just gigging and fucking working. I put a fucking log burner into the house by.
Oh, did you?
Oh, with
Did
the
you?
new
You're-
TV up above her and
So
fucking.
you get that TV money, you go full culture, good man.
Go full on fucking garf. Tell me this. What the fuck was the crack? Like, I have friends who've never listened to country music in their life, right?
Friends
But
in
see,
both
from the
places.
first fucking,
Hey.
see, from the first gig till the last one, it was like a fucking dress up competition in fucking Woody's Roundup.
The amount
Wasn't
of
it?
people just walking through town with the big hats and the boots
I was
on.
going, like,
I was like,
I
is
had
this
mates,
the biggest
no,
hen
but I
party in
had
the world?
mates had full on cowboy boots, fucking holster, wee scarf around the neck, and you're going, what the fuck are you doing, you mad cunt?
I have no idea why. Like, it's not that I listen to him. I have no idea why he's so big.
No, I think he's good at what
I'm
he
not
does.
saying he's
I do.
bad, but I mean, it's like fucking Oasis reunited.
I got friends, got
Low places. What was the one?
Do you know?
I was playing in Lavery's last
Singing whiskey and wine, we sing.
I don't know it. I only know it because Kieran Bartlett used to do a parody of it. When I come, I make strange
He's talking about
faces.
wagon. Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
No, I was playing Lavery's
There's
last.
songs that Kieran does, and then you never listen to the original one again.
Yeah, because it's in your mind.
Yeah.
Online creep
This
is a
could
fucking
be
belter.
this could be Rotterdam, which I love. The Beautiful South is fucking ruined for life.
What if Black Velvet Band is ruined for me?
That's right. He sings that
That's
one.
ruined for me. His, I love when people have not seen him live and then they see him play music and they're like, oh, holy shit, he's really
Fucking
good.
It was like a girl up in the rallies one night says, Here, voice of an angel, mouth like a sewer.
He needs that on a fucking poster because that is Kieran Bartlett.
Voice of an angel, mouth
That's
mouth like a sewer.
Probably my favourite thing about... Have you ever seen Kieran live?
Oh, yeah, love this.
What I love about him is on podcast, he's such a wee sweet... And he is in real life such a sweet man. Prone to anger.
He's a wee cunt.
He's a wee prince. He's so adorable.
You're being very nice. He's a wee cunt.
He's adorable. He's adorable. I love Kieran. Because, you know, he's a very sweet man. On stage, he just gets up and he's just like, you fucking wankers, you fucking cunt.
He's not as dirty as he used to be.
He has dialed down what his act used to be.
I remember seeing him like a good load of years ago. Remember the Rock Bar? At their one. And I remember sitting there going like, fuck me. Like,
What you used to do, because Kieran used to be so brutal, and if everyone was dying, like no one did well that night, you just send Kieran up. And even he would die, but like the comedians are in the back fucking...
He would destroy the audience. I watched him in Newcastle one night, right? And this guy had contact. We were playing the Anchor Bar, and it was me and Kieran on. I can't remember why, but we were on, just me and him. And Kieran says, do you want to do the first half and get them warmed up? And I says, yeah, then on. So I went on.
Sorry.
And believe it or not, I used to get a nice crowd.
Fucking, these are the days
like
going by.
Older people, right? And I done a real... there was like a period that I was doing real clean stuff.
Aye.
Like it was just
like a blame game set, as I call it.
Wholesome. Very wholesome set, right? I think fucking somebody suggested that I do it. And I was doing this, so I started getting these like middle-aged people coming with glasses of wine and stuff to see me, right? So I went on first, done like 40 minutes, and I came off. Kieran was there with Chloe, and he says, here, do you mind when you come back, will you come into the hall? And I was like, yes, I'm only going around to see this other place wants us to play. I'm going to go around and see what the hall's like. By the time I came back and I walked into the hall, Kieran was up, fully talking about Breaking Bad and fucking...
Was he doing his impression of the wee man?
No, mate, Kieran wasn't doing a set, and I was going... And he was just like, just because you fucking see somebody doesn't mean that person's... So I think he'd done a joke about paedophilia, and there was somebody in the audience called him a paedophile. So Kieran then went on to give a University of Ulster lecture about...
Where did Breaking Bad come into that?
Breaking Bad was... I can't remember the full scale of it, but he brought Breaking Bad.
You're a paedophile. Breaking Bad's a good show. That's all I'm saying.
So he went in this full lecture. It wasn't even stuff like. And there was just this guy just fucking stood up and went, he's a fucking wanker. And I sort of put my head down and he pointed at me too and he went, you were good, but you're a wanker because you're his mate. And I went, and he stormed out. And it was mental. Fucking mental. Full on mental. I remember just going home in the car with him and I was just like, what the fuck, like? What the fuck?
And what he said about it?
Kieran was just like, I hate the cunts, I hate the cunts.
You know what he's like? I remember one time, do you remember the Yardbird open mic?
Oh, no, because I was never invited down to play it.
Well, no one got invited down to play it? Oh, there was headline. I was open mic at the time, so I was always there. So how it worked was, it was like an American-style system where people signed up on the night, but you ended up with like 30 comics on doing 5 minutes, way too fucking long. That'll be DJing all in between people playing sets. But Kieran was one of the headliners one night, and there was a group of women in from Dublin, and there'd been a thing of like, stand-up here is predominantly men. I don't know why that is. It just is, right? It's certainly not us going, only book men. There's just way more men.
We normally take the women out and shoot them.
Yeah.
If they're any good.
Like, don't you dare come out of the kitchen. But there's just a lot of men, and these girls from Dublin came up, and one of them was like, oh, it's good to be here from Dublin. I'm sure you're happy to actually see a woman instead of just 10 ugly men doing jokes. And then Kieran got up and just fucking ripped into her. It was like, fucking, it's good to actually see someone doing jokes at work, you fucking cunt. And then they did like a dirty joke and they were like, that's disgusting. And they stood up and left and gave him the finger as he was leaving. And Kieran went, safe home to Dublin. I hope you fucking crash, you cunt.
He is brutal.
He was an angry wee man back then.
He is brutal with some of the stuff. Like.
Even now, if he is pushed far enough, like me and you are pretty brutal to people, but we'll stop. He will, like, he'll fucking run him. Like.
He will, like, nail again, and then stick glue, and then stick an oil coffin on the top of it.
And then at the end of the show, he'll come back
and then
piss on the grave.
And burn the coffin down.
And I won't lie, it's see when he is on form and he nails it, it is you're holding on to each
It's one of them
other.
ones you're going, mate, he's dead, he's dead.
Yeah, leave him
Leave him
alone.
alone.
But you're at the back with the other comedians being like, meh, meh. He's fucking...
Did you see that clip I said to Ric Flair, Big Taste?
Yes.
Fucking bad.
I fucking love that.
Two of them stoned to Alex like, aren't they?
Ric Flair's gonna die and it's good. Have you seen Ric Flair recently? Like, he had a
He was in the
match.
garage earlier on at the Nanny Town News.
See, if you actually met Ric Flair, you'd never sent me a photo of you with him. I would be so upset. With
Would you?
Oh, I'd be.
Have you ever met him?
Even if you met him and you didn't mention to me that you
Right.
met him, I'd fall out with you.
What if I
fucking
had
love
met
Ric
him
Flair.
before?
Have you met Ric Flair?
No, but what if I did?
And you've not told me? I'd be annoyed.
Right, okay.
Have you met him? You got
Maybe.
a bit of thing in your stomach.
I think I might have a photo in the house with him.
You may do.
I might. I'll have to check and see what wrestlers are in it.
Holy shit. Has McCann ever told you his story about meeting Ric Flair?
No.
We'll get McCann on sometime. I'll ruin it. It's a fucking banger of a story, but it's great.
That'll suit more for the wrestling one, wouldn't it?
It would suit this podcast. What McCann
Right,
did to him,
okay.
it would suit this podcast.
Right?
Yeah.
Right?
It's very funny.
Right, okay. Looking forward to it.
We'll have to get him on soon. Because he's back for a wee bit.
Guess who's back?
Back again. McCann is back.
Oh.
Then he's fucking off to New York again, the wee fucking slut.
Well, the authorities don't know that, so keep it quiet.
I might do it myself in a year or
You
two.
going to take off to New York?
I would like to try it there or Australia for a year.
Right, okay.
Just to try.
Well, that's a Mudblood finishing then, folks. That's
No, this is
an
me. This is
exclusive.
me just talking. It
That's an
wouldn't be.
exclusive for like.
It wouldn't.
I'm only hearing it at the same time.
I'm only talking, but like in a year or two's
They'll
time.
have to replace you,
Yeah.
Burnsy.
William, speaking to the camera.
We'll have to
I never.
replace
If
you.
I replaced my Burnsy, I'd never get back onto this. Coming back.
You
be
might
done.
You might not get on anyway. Maybe take it back.
You would. No, it's like but I don't even know if I'd go for a year. Maybe I have this thing in my mind. I'd like to go traveling for a month and do stand up in places I'm not from. And I know it's not going to be the same quality of gigs as it is here, but it's kind of want to try it.
You gotta do what you gotta do.
But I always think that, and then I realise how good the scene is here. Not just in terms of gigs,
You always
but
think the grass is greener too.
you do. But it's also it's in terms of loads of comedians here are such high quality that when you're on with two or three of them and they're murdering and maybe your set doesn't go well, you're like, fuck, I'm going back to the fucking lab here, like, and getting some new shit out. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, there are sometimes people just do so well, you're like, fuck, I need to rethink what I'm doing here, like. And everyone has those. That's what I like about our scene. Everyone has the potential to have a fucking stormer. Do you know what I mean? There's no one where you're like, I'll give him 10, he's a bit rough, but it'll be
Steamer.
alright.
Yeah.
Yeah. Big
What are we
time.
on now? Is this the free one?
This is the YouTube one.
So it's the free one.
Yeah, oh yeah, the free one. Which you're giving them their money's worth by going, can we stop?
Right now.
We done? I think we're on about 45.
Yeah.
Alright. We'll do 10 more minutes so it gets up to an hour. Because people gurn at us when it's not an hour. Do you want me to tell you what happened to me this fucking week?
Go. You tell me what happened to you this week.
No way, I live with my grandparents.
Do you like I was going to?
Well, I'm going to fuck you. Alright, I have stories too, fuckers. No way, I live with my older grandparents and they're about fucking on in the years. Do you know what I mean? They're all there mentally. Some guy calls round to the house this week, raps on the door, my nanny lets him in, sits them down, makes a wee cup of tea, and they're having sausage rolls. I'm assuming they're an old friend. They're sitting talking for fucking half an hour. And my granny just stops mid-conversation, goes, sorry, by the way, who are you? Didn't know him. She assumed he knew my granda, but my granda's Alzheimer's, and was pretending he knew him, but didn't want to admit he didn't know anyone. He had the wrong house. He was looking for some guy called Martin. And he assumed Martin was going to come back at some point. And my granda's like, remember, like, we were in fucking the pigeon club together, and all the guys like, mate, I don't raise pigeons, what are you talking about? And then I was just like looking at all three of these people, like, what the fuck? What are you doing? My nanny's like the easiest victim for a serial killer
Did
ever.
you know who you were? No.
Didn't know who I was, no. So he was no cunt. Like, my nanny's the easiest serial killer victim
You'd go
ever.
home one day and have a new granda.
I could do. I could.
And your granny be, what are you on about? That is your granddad?
Yeah.
You're like, no, it's not.
Mate, we're getting to that point. I have to repeat myself about 5 times a day.
What?
I have to repeat myself about 5 times a day. I have to repeat myself about 5 times a day. That's right. I'll leave and go to a different country. and come back in 2 days later. My nanny's like, I thought you were upstairs.
Didn't he know you were away?
Didn't even know I was gone.
Just thought you were wanking.
Yeah.
Just I thought I heard Rihanna on loop.
Yeah. When I went to fucking Canada, I came back and they're like,
Fucking Canada?
yeah. I came back like 4 days later and they're like, how was Derry? I'm like, fuck me, like. I was in Canada.
Your granny said Derry?
Yeah, well, my granny's from Davis.
Proper wee woman.
Oh, my granny's a wee Finian now.
Wee Finian.
Lights a candle now for me, it's adorable.
He's like Ferris Bueller, but instead of having the whole big like mannequin, in the thing, it's just he just has Rihanna playing.
Mate, fuck all. Oh, fuck all. I don't even have to hide. I'm not there. They think I'm there regardless. It's mental.
Will I am. It's Will I am upstairs.
Yeah, it's fucking insane. And then we've got a new puppy as well that's upsetting my nanny. She is the toilet. She's toilet training it. I didn't want the dog. I'm not doing it. I said, I'm not helping with this dog. I don't want it.
What are we calling?
No, I said before they got the dog, I'm not helping because I
Pulling
don't
the
want a
fucking
dog.
disabled card out in the granny.
How's that a disabled card?
I'm not helping with it. I
I
can't
don't
take a
want
dog
it.
out.
Oh,
I'm
it's because this
disabled.
is disabled. No, I said before they got the dog, I do not want the dog. I'm not looking after this dog.
Right, but you live with your nanny and granda, right?
Yeah.
As you call them. Right?
Yep. And they were told I'm not helping. I didn't want the dog.
What a bastard.
No, fuck them. I said,
Maybe they didn't want you, but they're stuck with it.
well, I'm adopted, so like,
Yeah.
they didn't really have a choice in the matter.
Yeah.
But I don't care. I said, I'm not looking after the dog. Before the dog was gotten, my point the whole time, not looking after it, 'cause it's not my dog. I don't care. I don't want it.
Who wanted the dog?
My sister.
Is she helping with it?
She'll play with it and then fuck away off because she's a student. She wanted a wee puppy to play with, but didn't want to fucking look after it, is the issue.
What
But
type
the
of dog is it?
Bichon Frise, which are wee cunts.
Do you know what that is in Irish?
Bichon Frise. What is it?
No, I'm asking you, do you know?
You know, I don't know what my name is in Irish.
Yes, you do.
Liam O'Thomas. Is it
No, it's Liam Mac.
Thomas?
Thomas, is it?
Tommy's?
You love a Mac.
Thomas,
You
yeah.
love putting Mac in anything. Remember?
Turn off the back. It's a
I
cat.
mean, son of.
Son
Does
of.
it?
So the
Yeah.
way you've got.
So if like
son-
McDermott, that would be like son of Dermot
Yeah.
in English.
Do you know Taggart?
The show.
The name?
There's been a murder.
Taggart. The name?
You know people called Taggart.
No, Taggart. Do you know the name?
Oh, like Philly Taggart. Yeah.
Yeah. So the name Taggart comes from Mac Taggart.
Mac
Yeah.
and Taggart.
Mac and Taggart, which means son of the priest.
Oh fuck! There you go.
Because in Irish, the priest is Saggart.
Right.
So in Irish, it's Mac Taggart, isn't it?
Yeah.
Mac and
who were
Taggart?
the,
Mac and
the
Taggart?
priest?
Mac Taggart. Sounds like in the night garden. Mac Taggart.
Macataca rang the ninky nunk. But the dog shits all over the house, and I just caught my nan. Like one day, I walked in, and my nanny like shouting at the dog, going, "Why do you not like me? Do you shit on the floor because you don't like me?" And I'm like, I don't think the dog has that level of awareness that he's shitting
Would it be a
out
gag
of spite.
if your Bichon Frise was the dog version of Conor Burns?
What would that be like?
They was just be constantly going, I'm shitting
He's trying
on the
to-
floor. Punky face rubber.
Keeps trying to get my sister's number.
Deirdre. Where's Deirdre? Deirdre!
He's putting metal in his paws anytime I come down. Like,
The
that's
fidget.
mental. I can't get over that. To bring that full circle. Wee Burnsy's a cheating bastard.
He's into heavy metal.
He's gonna kick my fucking. I can't say that.
He wants to kick your fucker.
I know he wants to kick my fucking. He tells me all the time.
He says he rang me the other day, seen you down at the Queen, by the way.
Did he see me down there?
Yeah.
I mean, I wasn't there, but he saw me down at it.
He says he was talking to you.
I am telling you now, I was not there.
He says that William, that
Mate, like, no. Like, I wasn't there.
At like when King Charles was over.
no, the showing of the funeral on Monday down to City Hall.
No. Where was I? I was gigging on Monday. It's Burnsy Europe.
You sleeping? Why? What's wrong? You tired? Why, have you ate late last night? Here, did you see William on Monday down at the City Hall watching the Queen's funeral? Who was he with? Were you talking to him?
I just seen him here, man. I just seen him, that's all I seen.
Oh, all right. Oh, he said he says he was out of the country. He says it wasn't him. I don't believe him.
Was him.
Was him? Definitely was him. Aye.
100% was me.
That's him. 100% blue car. Aye, it's him. Listen, know what you need to do? You need to box the ears that wee lad. He's slamming.
I'll let you go, right?
All right, Tony. Here, don't be dreaming of me. Don't be dreaming of me.
He did not want your kid to talk to you at all.
All right, see you later.
He did. I'm going to do that now when I'm bored of conversations.
All right.
See you later, man.
I'll let you go.
God, when
All right, see you later.
he puts it on you, he goes, alright, I'll let you go in.
All right, see you later.
The boys know those are like he's 2 steps ahead.
Blue car, as if you had your car sitting at City Hall on the fucking lawn.
When they're showing the
Who's he
Queen's
with?
funeral.
I don't know.
I don't know.
He phoned me on Monday, man. I seen William.
Yeah.
Like, told me, news me, did you?
He did. I wasn't in time yet. That's
You
amazing.
watched the news.
I was, I did. Well, I'm like, you know what I mean?
But
So once, you're never going to see that again.
you are. It's all over TikTok.
No, but I mean, live.
It's on YouTube.
I've seen the BBC stats where they're like fucking 45 billion people have watched it.
Conor Burns done the stat for them. There was 65 million trillion zillion billion
Aye.
at my feet.
How do you
in
know?
the
I
SRT.
asked him. I asked him.
Charlie told me.
Do you want to tell me where you got your sources there, sir?
Steve,
Alright, I'll let you go. Just you got I can't believe you got death threats as well. That's class.
Yeah.
Who from?
people who burn
Twitter.
tricolours on bonfires,
Was it Twitter?
and they're like, "You have no respect," and I'm like, "Your profile picture is a bonfire with the Irish flag in the top of it. Come on, like seriously."
Because have you noticed we attract some like there's people who know the banter we have. It's friendly and we're fucking about.
This guy has shared my stuff before.
Yeah, yeah, I get that too. Like I'll have someone who like
I don't think, like, if you actually read that, that wasn't disrespecting her.
no, it was a joke about Nolan. And his
It was a
coverage
joke
of the
about
Bobby
the
Story thing.
size of the funeral, and what I was sort of saying was like, yeah, if she had had that during COVID, fucking Stephen Nolan wouldn't have said a thing.
I think they'd be smarter to have a drink of it. But I know,
Yes.
I know you're fine.
Do you think they would have froze her?
Jesus fuck. I think she died during COVID for fuck's sake. No.
Well, that was part of the joke.
Yeah,
To be
yeah,
honest
yeah.
with you, I didn't word it right.
yeah, I didn't get that from the joke,
Yes.
but yeah.
Yes, that was part
Do you
of
remember
the
she
joke.
got
Because I
COVID?
actually wrote, was if the Queen was buried during COVID.
I have seen the conspiracy theory that when she got COVID, she never really recovered
Recovered,
from it.
yeah.
Which makes a bit of sense.
Yeah. She
But-
had long COVID.
Yeah, she was 96. Because there was a photo of her, she had all the makeup done, she looked
96.
young enough, and then her hand was like,
Like somebody saying, where the fuck was she up and about 2 days before she died? And I was like, Jesus, get up fucking 3 days after he died.
yeah.
That's a better one. I should have done that.
I love the people who were like, gone too soon. You're like, 96.
And then people saying that the one I like was, what was it? Oh fuck, what was it? She wasn't in the coffin.
Oh, haven't seen this one?
She wasn't in the coffin.
We need a Conor.
All
We need to
them
bring.
people, she wasn't in the coffin. It was somebody famous said it, and he's getting fucking blasted.
Was this because the actual coffin was no one was security for it, and then there was a car behind them,
This
and
guy
there's loads
came
of
out
people
and he was
security
like,
for it?
she wasn't even in the coffin. There's no way she was in the coffin because they thought there was going to be a terrace. I seen it and I went, fuck me, like.
Even if she wasn't, do you give a fuck? To like, all right, that'll make a difference.
You're
We
asking
need
me.
Connor
You're
Keys
asking
on.
me.
We need Connor Keys. Yeah. You
If
were
it
very.
was
You were.
a fucking.
I'm not going to disrespect that. I didn't, and
you were
I'll stand
very-
over. I didn't disrespect her.
All the comedians here, like everyone has
She's
their
not
bits on
my
stage,
queen.
but
I'm
no,
just being, and everybody, I think everybody knows
yeah.
that.
I mean, she's no one's anymore.
She's not
but
my
like,
queen.
yeah.
My queen's cherry on top.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
That's my queen.
My real queen's Friday.
Julie Bunting will be fucking shooting me, fam.
Oh, she's a mental bitch.
Wi-Fi head.
But if
Do you remember I got my hair cut blonde? I look like Julian Bunting. Sorry,
You
go
look
on.
like Ruth Patterson.
That's who I'm thinking of. Yeah.
if there was a terrorist attack, why were they fucking protecting
The
the
queen.
person that was fucking dead when like the whole royal family was standing behind?
Because they know it's a symbol, they'll go for it, mate. Know what I mean?
Which is
right.
fucking dead.
I mean,
If
we're
we're sitting there with a
bothered.
sniper, they're not gonna shoot a fucking coffin.
Might blow it up now. There's loads of people and all. Bang. Done. I mean, if you were gonna
Bits of the queen.
if you were gonna do one,
Bits of
that's
the
where you would have done
queen.
one.
That my point is, they were able to patrol that there was no terrorist attack, right? That whole fucking thing.
The Rav slipped.
But then, fucking, 2 guys can drive through London and cut somebody's fucking head off.
Well, yeah, they're not patrolling that.
But come
as well.
on, like, you know,
What's your point?
my point being is, how was there no attacks through any of that?
Well, think of there
think-
probably
do you
was plans.
think- do you
Probably,
think-
I think
do
there
you
was plans.
That the fucking jihad or whoever the fuck or the fucking ISIS were sitting going, do you know what? We
That's
better
too far.
respect-
Aye.
That's not balls.
Wise up. Well, no, they probably would have found out about them. Do you know what I mean?
Or this is my point.
Well, they have a whole wee
I
agency.
was
I know
in-
Burnsy
Like,
thinks
why
they're dickheads, but
did
they're
somebody
fair.
not have a lorry and drive it down the fucking Pall Mall then?
Do you not see what happened to the guy who took a wrong turn and drove up the foot, or like
No, I didn't see that.
he went across a road before like an hour before the procession got there?
Walking,
Yeah, and the police kicked his fucking,
right?
just threw him to the ground, and he was like, "Fuck, I'm sorry, I didn't realize," and they just fucking dragged him away.
That sounds like somebody walking across the front of an orange parade.
Yeah,
Did you ever see it?
I have seen that. I've done that.
Did you not like that?
No, they don't. I've done it.
We were in.
We
town-
all do it. Like even the
we-
people watching it will do it.
We were in the town and we were in a carpet shop. We didn't want a carpet. It was just an orange parade was coming up. And I said, "Her may go in here with the kids," and in case my kids shout out something. So we went in the carpet shop, and this fella, I don't even think he was from Belfast, went to walk through the parade, and he got hit with 2 flutes, the fucking drumstick, and then near enough put the drum over his head. And the guy was like, "What the fuck?" And the cops were standing there, and the guy went over to the cops and went, "What the fuck?" And the cop went, "You don't walk through an orange parade, like." Not much I can do. He was like, "You need to arrest them for assault me." And they were like,
Nah, what do you think was gonna happen?
if we tried to go in there and grab them, there'd be serious consequences here.
Yeah.
And the
So
guy was like, "Fucking
you taking
flabbergasted."
2 flutes to the head
And I was
means
like,
nothing.
"Don't walk through an orange parade." Even I know that.
Yeah.
I wasn't in it.
Right. That'll do us for this week. Head on over to the Patreon episode for this week's Q&A. We will have a guest on next week. This week is just me and Paddy answering all your questions. Thank you very much for joining us on the Mudblood. Paddy, anything to plug?
My show starts next week.
Yes, you're on tour. You're on tour.
On the Tools too.
There's a few,
Harder.
there's small amounts of tickets left. in all
Small
places.
amounts of tickets, small places, yes. We have the likes of in Galway Comedy Festival too, supporting Gaddis.
Oh, very good.
And I think I'm on a mixed bill too. I
Oh,
think so.
very good.
But yes, Derry sold out. Donegal's not sold out. Oma's not. The Dailies isn't sold out. And Armagh's not sold out. Newry has about 10 tickets left.
Very good.
Portico has 5 tickets left or something. And Portaferry, can't believe the whole town is going to be in my show that night.
Yeah.
Having dinner or something. Yeah, it's mental. So it's going well. I have dates in London, Manchester, Liverpool, Newcastle in England, and Edinburgh, Aberdeen. Aberdeen's no tickets sold, so get on that. I'm in Aberdeen this weekend.
Good man. Good man.
Mudblood Live.
Yeah, the Mudblood
is
Live
the
in the Ulster Hall,
yes,
5th of November.
5th of November.
Flying out, so...
Flying out, yeah, really,
to that.
really going well.
Yep. My tour starts in November, still a wee while away, but we're in fucking Derry, we're in Omagh, we're in Newry, I think we're in Armagh, and then there's the Limelight 1 show in the December in Belfast. Tickets are half sold for that, so fingers crossed that'll sell out. Get your tickets for that, and we'll see you next week.
You can get the tickets on
Shine.net.
Shine.net, Ticketmaster, and my Waterfront Hall tickets. Very little tickets left for the second show. The first one sold out, so please get involved.
Burnsy's selling them as well.
2 for a tenner.
See you later.